Down in the depths of the Aussie bush lay a little bush pond. This bush pond has gone through many changes over my time down here and has had many things added to it. But today I add just that little bit more to give it a little bit more life to it and some good vibes overall. Alright, here I am by my Aussie bush pond, and I'm going to be giving it a little bit of a spicy upgrade today. But first, let's head over to the King Toast tent, and I've got a little addition for that to give it a little bit more character, shall we say. And for any newcomers watching this, you just heard Aussie bush pond King Toast tent. What is this man on about? Just watch the recent episodes at least. It'll catch you up a bit more. It's a bit hard to explain everything that's gone down here in my little bush encampment. So yeah, but I hope you enjoy the video nonetheless. Alright, here we are, the King Toast tent, dedicated to my good friend King Toast. Well, that's what we call him anyway, that's not his real name. But yeah, a while back, me and my partner, we were out shopping, just looking for stuff to use in these videos. Thought, hey, that'd be cool. And she found this. And you know, we thought, this might be a cool little thing to, you know, just put up at the toast tent, just to give it a bit more character, so, you know, that's what's going up, that's what we're gonna do. I don't know what's up with this purple one, it's all, like, weird at the back, but, oh well. Don't know how I'm getting it up. I'm gonna try and nail it to the tree near where the toast was on the tree, but, yeah, we'll see how this works. Worst case scenario, I do have myself some rope that I can use. If I could find my nails, though, that'd be a good start. Maybe this isn't gonna work. I don't know. Alright, so here's our rope. Thinking we really don't need much at all. It is really not a big tree, so we'll cut this up. This should do the trick. Hammer in this rope. Right, now that's in, now we can get this other part in. My nail fell, which, as you can imagine, isn't very helpful. I guess that's one way to hang yourself up. Alright, I've got to say, absolutely perfectly done. Really do feel this adds that extra bit of character to the King Toast tent, and I love it. With this toasty but non-toasty edition added, but definitely colourful edition, it was time to turn my focus towards the Aussie bush pond. Here in the dining tent quickly, there's spiders running around like madmen. Get out of here. Get out. Get out. Just thought I'd quickly clear the bark off from here while I'm here. There's a heap of just junk laying around. There we go, that's a little bit cleaner. It is the season where all the barks peel off the trees. Happens about every 2 years. So yeah, it's causing a bit of a mess, but yeah, it should be fine by the end of the summer. Alright, here at the pagoda, I have some swords. Now essentially I used these for some book day thing at school a while back. You know, when I did school. I'm not like that anymore. I don't do school no more. Because I'm just better. I don't know what I'm rambling on about. The point is, I got these two swords from that. So I figured, you know what, instead of just letting them sit in my room, never to be used again, why not use them down here for a bit of a decoration? I thought, you know what, we could even have one sticking out of our little hill here, where the pagoda is, and I got this cool pickaxe from this $5 shop, and it's actually really good. So, worth the $5, like, it's good stuff. So, let's use that, and dig ourselves a little something. This thing is, like, solid right now. It is solidified. It is the hardest of hard. That sounds really weird. Let's just get this stuff in. Definitely thinking we open up little spot right here. It's actually really useful, this thing. And the plan here is have our shovel leaning against sword leaning against the pagoda, and if I can just get it to kind of sit in there nice and cozy, over time this thing is going to rain, it's going to rain, you know, and all this clay stuff around it is just going to solidify. I can't even move the pagoda. It's just like stuck in there, and you know, this is slowly getting there, it's solidifying. But yeah, this will just kind of solidify in there, and that thing, this won't go anywhere. Oh yeah, that looks real neat. I really like that. Now for my next sword here, we're going to be putting it up against this tree. I'm thinking something like that. That'd be pretty cool. So what I'll do is, using this rope, we'll wrap that around like we did at the King Toast tent, and we can kind of just hang it on there. I think that's going to look real cool. That's cool. I like this. I really like this. This looks so cool. So much fun. Bit of a Aussie medieval garden pond now. Yeah. I love this. Alright, so we've got, like, you know, this one right here. We've got our one down there on the pagoda. That looks so cool. And we've done a lot of work on this place recently, this garden. We've got the King Toast plant, we've got the bush plant, which is doing real well after we moved it, by the way. I'm thinking, what if we added a bit more over there, other than our beautiful partner's fish grave? Let's try to cheer things up a bit and put something around there. Now, you know, I was thinking like a garden kind of thing, you know, but it's like, look at this heat. It's hot here. Things just die. They just die. And, that's not good. So you can't have a dead garden. That's not the point. So, I had a good idea. Actually, it's just as simple as my grandparents gave me some, hardy plants to survive. So, we're gonna plant those right now. With this medieval add-on added, it was time to let some plants prosper, as I add a new garden at the pond to grow lush and green. Alright, so I've got the plants I need to start putting together a garden, so let's not waste any further time. Let's get these things in. I think I've picked out a pretty decent spot. It's in shade for most of the day. So, yeah, hopefully that just helps them settle in a bit better. Start placing them all in. We're just going to group them all together. It just makes it a lot easier to handle them all if they're all in one spot. Now, you just got to squish all these clay dirt chunks down, and like so, and that should grow nicely. Get this water. Of course, I'll give them a bigger water later, but just to settle them in. There we go, we've got ourselves the perfect little garden here. Hopefully this grows big and tall. I don't, these things, they grow specifically, they get big. Like, I kid you not, that thing there, I think can get like up to here. That's big. That is big. Overall though, real happy with how this garden has come along. Really like the sword on the tree too, think that's super cool. Really like the one there, and this should grow really big and good one day, so hopefully the heat doesn't kill it off. And I think I just heard the sound of a tree branch falling down that way. Might go check that out because it was near the flood tent. Alright, back in the main tent here, we've got ourselves this little plant pot here. Now, you may remember this little plant here, and I think it's time it gets into a bigger pot because it's just not really growing and it needs that bigger pot to grow. That's what we're going to do. Take that out. Pop that in. Perfect. Alright, I do think this here is going to really help this plant to grow better in future. In fact, just get this off quickly here. Just pour some of that water in there. There's a heap of dirt here. pour all that off. I'll fill that back up with water, of course. Yeah, we made a bit of a mess, I'm not gonna lie, but yeah. Hopefully this encourages our little plant friend here to grow a lot more. Right, so with that plant out of the way, what we're gonna come here and do now is when we heard that branch falling, I'm gonna go see, make sure it hasn't hit anything of importance. It's on the other side of the creek, so yeah, there really isn't a chance it could have hit anything, but there is a slight chance it could have hit the flood tank, because it did sound very close to that. So hopefully that isn't the case. Also, for anyone wondering about the creek situation, a really just massive storm came out of nowhere last night, and yeah, the creek went from pretty much sucked up, no water, to flowing again. But there isn't any major damages over here at the moment, so that's good. Alright, here we are, the other side of the creek. There's the flood tent down there. Yeah, it could have fallen from any one of these trees. I'm gonna lie, I'm not really seeing where it could have fallen. Everything looks as normal down here. Flood tent's looking good. So yeah, I'd say that wherever the branch fell, it hasn't really hurt anything, so yeah, we're good. Now I do want to just say thank you guys so much for watching another episode of Bush Life. The series, it's been fun. It's been fun. If you did enjoy, do comment, like, subscribe. Keep me motivated in the heat. It gets so hot down here. My phone just overheats so quick. So it takes twice as long to film, because I've got to like let it cool down for half an hour, and then I've got like 10 minutes to quickly film before it overheats again. It's ridiculous, this heat. It never used to be this bad, so I don't know why this year is so horrible, but it's been bad. But thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, see yous in the next one.